that's not what we're talking about today. We're just honestly, we don't even know what we're talking about today.
Yeah, quite frankly, none of us know what to expect.
The thing is, fun thing about our Pixarspective is that we always like to go off topic and talk about other things besides movies at certain points. So we figured might as well just do a podcast where we just talk about random stuff, whether it be stuff involved in our lives or just things, current events, things going on in the world. Probably not those, more just, and nerdy stuff in general.
But we don't have any, that's the thing, we, like you said, just random stuff, because we don't actually have, not only do we not have a plan for what we're talking about, we don't have a name for this podcast yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would help having one of those.
Because, just because it's been a staple for us, we almost went with the title, But Yeah. And then I looked it up, and somebody already claimed that podcast name, which is very upsetting.
Damn it!
Ding dang.
Yeah.
Ding dang dollar boom bum bum bum.
I'll change it to, But Yeah, and then that's the title. I don't know.
We'll figure out something. We'll figure it out. Let's call it We'll Figure It Out.
Let's talk about our podcast title.
Well, we talked about the podcast. We're all out of conversation material. Thanks so much for watching or listening, whatever.
So, how has your day been, Washington Kirby fan? Let's start with our days.
Kirby, do you want to start?
Nothing. How was your day, everyone? Nothing.
Nothing.
Because I don't know who to
You need a plan in order to have conversations.
I don't know who to start. I don't want to be rude and say, well, my day.
Okay, I'll decide. Kirby fan, since Wash couldn't think of anything right away. How was your day?
It was good.
That's it?
What's so bad?
That annoyance.
Oh god.
That was
Why
it.
was
that
it
was
good?
just a walk cycle.
That was a bunch of cheap walk cycles. Oh god.
Bob betrayed me. Wait. No, Kirby fan betrayed me.
Betrayed us. It's betrayed us. God, you corrupted me.
I'm done with Kirby fan.
I'm done with everything. We're done with the podcast. Starts throwing his expensive equipment all around the place.
Expensive.
And now for the real.
And now for the real podcast episode.
The Lost Podcast. Oh, that's not bad. That's not a bad title right there. The Lost Podcast.
Yeah, maybe, but it's probably taken by somebody.
Oh yeah, well I'll have to look it up.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So next time, let's come up with some conversation starters before we start this. But either way, we live and learn.
Yeah. I mean, I have some things that happened to me today.
Okay, what happened to you today?
Well, actually, you know what? I was telling the Random before we started recording that this weekend in general has actually been a pretty solid weekend for me. Most of my
do go on.
Yeah, it's just like most of my weekends have just been me sitting at home and watching Twitch streamers and YouTube videos, and it just gets very sad.
Which YouTube videos do the uploaders involve Random Bystander here and KirbyFan 66?
Yes. They involve that?
When you two upload videos, yes.
Yes.
Wow. You honestly, that sounded like you were saying that to both of us, but there's no need to say that to Random. It's literally just me.
No. It's been me too. It's me too.
Nah, you didn't go on a 3-month break, Random.
I'm so inconsistent now. I'm so inconsistent. Oh my god.
Oh, you're way more. There is that 3-month period where my only scripted video was the Beam Spotlight. That was.
Yeah, you know what? Video making is hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's very tough.
I mean, okay. All right, scripted content. That's what's really hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
As someone who does both scripted, I do both scripted and unscripted. And unscripted isn't easy, but I wouldn't say it's hard. It's only really hard if you upload on a daily basis. That's when it gets hard.
Oh god, I could never imagine doing that with my schedule now. Even when I was working part-time, I could
I know,
not
same.
do
I had
that.
no energy when I was working part-time because my job just drained me. Now I have energy, but I don't have the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's life. That's what happens. But either way,
Like what you could easily do, like here's an example, going back to like which videos, you can easily do something like, if I don't know if you're familiar with the channel, Lazy Game Reviews, where he goes into he just goes into all sorts of different like texts and video games and, old PC peripherals. Like lately he did one about a bit, it's essentially the power glove for the PC, where you like flex your fingers and it becomes the mouse. It's like really
Flex.
that's very interesting.
yeah, no, he does great stuff, and the big pitch about it is that he has like a he has a template, but he's just more going off the cuff because like making videos just and writing like the reviews for it just takes really friggin' long for him.
It really does. It's quite a process. Like, how does I mean, Wash, you're out of the three of us, you probably make the least scripted content. But you still make content. But you still make good content. Is hard to make no matter what, scripted or unscripted. It's still hard because editing is hard and tedious.
You know what you do?
Maybe for you.
You know what you do, Wash?
What?
You know what you do, Wash? You make YouTube poop.
Honestly, I should do some YouTube poops. I've been watching.
Yeah, for real.
like-
I wanna see your take on Hotel Mario.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! You know what? You're tempting me.
Oh, let it be more than tempting. You do it.
Part of the trouble with that is that Hotel Mario like YouTube poops have been going on for, oh my god, what is it, like 12 years? Like since 2007?
But now you can make a Luigi's Mansion joke because it's in a hotel.
What I want to know isn't so much how did we spend our Halloween, but more like, I don't know. I just really like the Halloween aesthetic a lot.
Yeah.
Halloween is a very interesting holiday. It's the Halloween before the mega holiday known as Christmas that takes up actually 2 months instead of 1 now. And you know that's true.
It is true.
I've been seeing
I
Christmas
love
stuff
Thanksgiving.
in October. Like it's spreading.
Oh yeah.
It's like that one you know what bullshit episode where he talked about Christmas and it's just spreading throughout.
It gets earlier and earlier every year.
When are we gonna get July? I wanna live Ed and Eddie.
I actually did get some July stuff at my old retail store that I worked at, but the Christmas stuff was up by September.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
It's so if they could skip Halloween, they would. But the Halloween they make somewhat a profit. So
Yeah. Nobody gives
Halloween, you
nobody
still make
gives
profit
a crap
on-
about Thanksgiving, except for like getting like the quick bucks from your dinners.
and Black Friday is the day after.
Well, I mean, obviously they're gonna make like a boatload of money from
But
Black Friday.
they just care about that
Cyber
weekend.
Monday.
And Giving Tuesday.
I'm still thinking about Ed and Eddie. For decades, we parade the cake every Christmas. every Christmas.
For some reason,
Christmas, Eddie!
the thing that always sticks to me is when Rolf comes up to that float and it's like idling over it and oh god, I can't remember what like Kevin sets up in like oh that's not a I forget it is, but all I remember is Eddie going, it's July.
I remember when Rolf gets into the spirit of giving because of the Ed scam.
Yeah.
And he's giving stuff away and he gives away his pants. Man, you're allowed to like and not like whatever you want, and I'm not gonna judge you, but at the same time, frick the haters. I love Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie is such a great show.
I love that show. Honestly, I'm gonna drop this here. This doesn't really matter for everyone watching. It's more for you two. But for a while, my favorite cartoon has been Gumball, but since it ended really lackluster, and just kind of the last couple of seasons haven't been the best, I think I'm going back to Ed and Eddie as my favorite cartoon.
That's fine.
the final before the movie, the final couple episodes of Ed, especially the almost like finale where it was just like a UFO, that was pretty bad. But like it soared like really well. It had the effect of, especially like the later season. It feels like SpongeBob fourth season, like the beginning of SpongeBob fourth season, especially where like the animation was getting better and the comedy was getting like really fast paced and sharp. And unfortunately, like for SpongeBob, it just kind of went down, but it has been going up, and I kind of want to I want to revisit the SpongeBob series, honestly. But
I've watched a couple of the new episodes. I'm impressed.
I need to. There's a couple I want to watch. I've only seen clips of SpongeBob episodes. Like I saw the clip of Plankton telling off a family.
I don't know that one.
Someone should throw you down the river, Grandma! Because that became a meme.
Oh, okay.
And, but back to Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Yeah, I don't hear you talk about Ed, Edd n Eddy a lot. I want to hear this.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't talk about it that much, which is funny, because I grew up with it as a kid. I did watch it a lot. It's very humorous, and my favorite thing about Ed, Edd n Eddy is something so simple, but it's something that makes the show really great. It's polish, and I mean absolute polish, with sound effects.
Oh my god.
That's my favorite thing about Ed, Edd n Eddy.
It is iconic. It is so
iconic. I was watching Has Been Hotel, and I kept seeing the references to Ed, Edd n Eddy because they literally had sound effects for things I didn't think they needed sound effects for. And I'm like, that reminds me so much of Ed, Edd n Eddy.
The hammer sound effect.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite Ed, Edd n Eddy sound effect is the sumo one. I love that one. It kills me every time it's on.
Honestly, I use some of the sound. Someone downloaded a rip of the sound effects.
Yeah, I got a copy of that one. Yeah,
I have them. I use them in my videos.
Yes, I should use them in my videos. I freaking love Ed, Edd n Eddy.
I use them in my videos so much because I just find like there's so many times in games where I'm like, this could use a funny sound effect, and sometimes I'll use one, sometimes I'll use a couple. I think my favorite one is the monkey screech one that goes, eh!
That's a good one. Oh, that's a really good one. One of my favorites is the really deep guy voice laughing. He's like, oh. I love that one.
That's a bamboo. That's a baboom, apparently.
Oh, is it? I don't believe you.
That's what it says. That it says it on the label, baboon.
Okay. I just remember that was in the episode, what is it? I think it's called Baby Blue Ed. I can't remember. The one where
Little Ed Blue?
Little Ed Blue, that's the one. Thank you. That's the one where Ed goes angry and he becomes chaotic evil. And it's incredible. And I remember that sound effect, like when Johnny takes off his shoe and the rock falls off and you hear that whoa. And it becomes
Ed is happy once more.
You don't need the sound effects that the show provides. It's not needed. Most of the time, sometimes you don't think they are required, but they're in there and the timing fits well. And I kept seeing that whenever I watched Has Been Hotel.
It's you say that it's not needed, but it wouldn't be quite the same without it, honestly, because it informs so much of the personality of the show. Same tangentially with the music in it, like the
Ed, Edd n Eddy has such good music.
The jazz in it, I don't know which episode this would be fun, but there's just one like little thing that goes.
I think it's in a lot of episodes.
That's in like so many episodes. I have no idea.
The sound effects I remember got so iconic that people made again memes out of them. Like I remember someone put the clip from Deadpool just using Ed, Edd n Eddy sound effects. That was the first one I found, and it just went viral. And then everybody started doing it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Some hits, some misses. I wanted to make one, but I was in college and didn't have the time. But it was it's a very underrated show.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but enough people talk negatively about it. And the funny thing is, I literally just said it's my favorite cartoon, but when I hear people talk negatively about it, 9 times out of 10, legitimately, I totally see where they're coming from. What works in Ed, Edd n Eddy does not work in pretty much any other show.
No.
The main characters are fueled by nothing but greed and money. The cul-de-sac is not filled with any morally light characters. Mm-hmm. It is the same setting with a very small pool of characters that never changes it up. This is not a show that should work. But it does. Oh my god, it does.
It does.
What part of what makes it is that first is the sheer limitation of that cast means that they have to reach far to get some good comedy out of it, and it also helps that you have a ton of smart writers.
I always remembered this the episode where the Eds made that cardboard box city. And Jimmy gets separated from Sarah, and he's trying to look for her, and he sees all the people, the cardboard box people.
Yeah.
And he's trying to find Sarah, and he's trying to talk to them, and he's getting all nervous, and there's this weird ambience and laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ambience and
God.
laughter, and Jimmy gets really scared, and I just remember thinking, oh my god.
And not only that, not only is it scary for him, but honestly, it's a very tense scene because it's what is happening?
Yeah, I know. And then right after that, Ed's drawing tattoos with a Sharpie.
Is Ed also crashing into people at the taxi or something like that?
They're at a stoplight, and Double D is in front, and the light turns green, and he's still not going because he's checking to see if there are any other drivers.
No, you forgot that, right before that, Kevin slams into him from the back, and his airbags pop up, and he's like, watch where he's going. Actually, I have you know, you're the one that hit me. Double D would be the worst coworker you would know. Because you'd be so goddamn smug about it. I love Double D. He might be my favorite character, as I grow up.
God, that's so hard.
It really is hard, but Double D has so many jokes that you don't get as a kid and you love as an adult. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to work with him because he's just so smug.
Yeah.
So actually, Eddie, toast doesn't come from a toaster. Bread does. Hotel Mario got back circle.
Bam, full circle.
Oh my god. Now I gotta make an Ed, Edd n Eddy Luigi's Mansion 3 Hotel Mario YouTube poop. That's what you gotta do.
Big crossover.
And also, I was trying to talk about how my weekend went, and we just went into all these directions, and I'm fine with that.
See, this is why we have no plans because
it just becomes a party.
See, if our conversations were a roadmap, it would not be a point A to point B trip. We would go through the entire alphabet 5 times before we get to our destination to point B.
Can I tell an Ed, Edd n Eddy story that's about all of us?
Oh, yes, of course.
So, we all like to write. We're not professional writers, but we all like to write. And one thing that we all like to do is that we like to play this game called Exquisite Corpse. Where
we actually play,
That's part of my weekend. That's part of my weekend story, even.
Yes. But pretty much the idea is that you take turns writing a story. And when the 2 of them do it, it's great. But when the 3 of us do it, I'm the chaotic evil of the group, and the story goes all out of whack. And
I remember
the way that we all made this work, the way that we kind of all accepted this, was we compared it to the episode of Ed, Edd n Eddy, where the Eds get stuck in Johnny's wall. Random is Eddie, because he's very self-confident in his writing, and he flaunts a lot. Wash is Double D, because he's the one that brings construction to the story, and gets really mad when people try to break that construction. And I'm Ed. And that's all I think I need to say on that.
I remember when the last time the 3 of us played Exquisite Corpse. I remember, and I'm very sorry for being for acting that way, but I remember being very upset at KirbyFan.
Yeah.
So upset.
And meanwhile, I was like, all right,
A great in-joke that we have is that for the first one that we ever wrote, the way that I ended it was that, what was it? We didn't kill off all the characters, but someone died and was supposed to bring back Ghost Beth, a character that wasn't in the story at all. And, oh my god, Wash was so upset. Literally in that episode when Double D is lecturing Eddie and Ed in his version of the story. That's what it was.
Fiction!
Tisk tisk, never have I heard such language.
Oh my god. I remember I was like, I forget. I think I just rolled with it. I was like, okay,
you were trying to be a mediator, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was like, whatever.
Because in Random's mind, it was probably more about him anyway.
Honestly, I'm still kind of smug, and I was definitely more smug back then, but still kind of smug now. But
do you remember Rolf's head in Eddie's version of the story?
No.
Yeah, I do remember Wolf having like a straw for a head.
Yeah. I am a simpleton, yes? Alright, oh my god, you have a weekend you want to talk about?
Yes, okay, so since we were talking about it, on Saturday, first Saturday afternoon, I went shopping and I just became like a productive member of society and such. And then after that, I got set up, with Random, and he and I at this recording, we had just done a stream together where, we played Exquisite Corp, because I've wanted us to play Exquisite Corp for a while, but I didn't know, we didn't yet know how to make that interesting, because a big thing with Exquisite Corp, is that, the people who are not writing are just kind of waiting around. So what we did to make this more interesting to watch, and hopefully it was more interesting to watch, was we played Untitled Goose Game, and we essentially did like a segmented speed run of each section, and like the second you finish your the second you finish the gardener's segment, the time you have to stop writing. And it becomes a back and forth as we're both like finishing up. It helps that Untitled Goose Game is a very short game.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun, and Kirby came in just in time for the aftermath.
Yeah. I missed Untitled Goose Game, but I got the good part.
Yeah. You got to the good part. We literally were just about to read the story, and then you came in.
I was so good, and just. Look, Random, you're a very good writer. You need a spell
But not under pressure.
You need a spell check.
Yeah, I do. When I write, I don't give a shit about grammar or spelling when it's a first draft, especially when I'm rushed. God.
Oh my god. That was so funny.
Literally, one of my viewers
chat that night was something else.
Literally someone in chat today just went, "Hey Random, Janine."
Oh good.
And I'm like, God damn it. Because for those of you who don't know, there was a character named
Well, I don't know how you can explain it, because we still have to figure out a way.
I can explain it. You ready?
Okay,
yeah.
You
ready?
Yeah. The non-person.
There was a character named Reginald.
Okay, the context for that is that Reginald appeared and then disappeared, and on the same page, I think.
I forgot about him, so I couldn't shoehorn
the same.
You also forgot the other characters. I wrote down Genie, Jeaney, I-E, yeah, and Random on his turn turned it into Janine, and I called him out on it, and it's like, wait, really? I had to scroll up,
and then then it's funny because it says Genie.
Wasn't there a G9 in there too?
Wasn't there a
G9 in there too?
Yes, there was at one point.
Oh my god!
There was also a girl named.
I'm so
I also
glad
named another
I made it for that.
There was also a character named Jenny, too, which didn't help.
Oh, yeah!
But she was consistent.
You named it Jenny, too.
I couldn't think of anything else, even though apparently I could.
Well, yeah, but figuring out names was very hard.
Janine,
That's why...
or whatever that...
Janine.
Whatever the heck their name was. At no point were they gendered, and that sounded like a feminine name to me, so I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is gay. Great, I love this.
I meant for this to be like...
they were a lesbian couple.
Yeah, I meant for it to be that way. Just
Good.
Because
They were never
the way we
gendered, so I
played the
just
game
kinda...
was we would get for each round. Not only are we continuing where the last person left off, but also we randomly select a line of dialogue, and that's the dialogue you have to add into yours and
incorporate into the story.
And my line of dialogue was, "Oh my God, you love her," and I decided to like just take it into a gay direction.
Yeah, and you went with a whole romantic subplot.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God, what the hell am I gonna go with this? But I actually made it work. I actually made an emotional moment based on that.
Random, what the hell was with that direction you took it?
You made it like so sad, like it was this goofy thing where in the middle of the story,
Watch tried so hard to make it funny.
and to be fair, I made it ridiculous. I tried to pull a Kirby fan by just going like, you know what? He's turning into a goose.
Yeah, but they didn't die at the end, so it's not like me.
No, they didn't die at the end.
I'm sorry, I just can't get over that, like during this Exquisite Court, because we're not given any good context for this story, but during the Exquisite Court story, we made it where the main character, whose name is Goose, because I literally couldn't think of any other name, he gets his pills stolen, and the pills suppress a disease called goose flu that turns people into geese. And it's like, oh my God, this is so goofy and weird. And then random, he took that and he made like, it's about like these two dying lovers that are both turning into geese and they're trying to tell each other that they love each other. And it's,
I honk you.
And it's like,
I know, I honk you too. I don't know why. I went with it.
I am so happy you did.
I'm happy too.
What? I can.
And not only that, but you actually like you completed the arc, which is so weird because when I put that like love that oh my God you love her segment in, your response was, well, you just took it in a completely new direction, but you turned that into a subplot that finishes, which is incredibly hard to do in an Exquisite Corpse game, given that Reginald disappeared.
That's why whenever we play, I just take it in the direction of Ed. It's so much easier telling it like Ed than trying to do Eddie or Double D.
But regardless, it was still fun.
It was so much
some
fun.
seeds and we worked off each other very well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, shit, how the hell am I gonna work? How am I gonna end this? And then I was like, end it with a pun.
Honestly, that stuff is what I wanna, because lately I've been trying to like stream more, and that kind of stuff is the kind of stream that I want to do, cause I gotta say, I'm mostly bored of just like people gaming and just seeing that exact same like setup of game face cam and there's just like nothing else is happening.
Honestly, that's the majority of Twitch though.
Yeah. Exactly.
Honestly, that's what that's what I love about things like speedruns so much, is that you really do get much more than, it's not, oh, I'm playing a game, it's, no, I'm optimizing this.
Yeah, and it becomes like it becomes some tension as you're watching through. It's like, oh my God, is this gonna be the run? Is this gonna be the run? And you just kind of get like addicted to like sticking around. It's like, oh my God, will they finally make PB and such? And like it's just been kind of tricky for me to find something that, cause for a while, when I was like streaming very slowly, all I was doing was playing Battle for Bikini Bottom on GameCube, while also doing a challenge where for every golden spatula I collect, I have to draw a Squidward, and there are 100 golden spatulas. So it was a lot of friggin' Squidwards all over the screen.
Didn't a viewer draw you a Squidward?
Yes, absolutely. It was one of Random's streamers. One of Random's viewers had drawn two. He sent me 2 drawings of Squidward, and I had to upload that onto Photoshop and trace it so that I could get it just right. Those are I'm very happy to see stuff like. I was very happy to see that, and then like. I just had to make so many more, cause that was like in the first, that was like among the first 10 Squidwards. It was just getting like way, it was getting like out of hand.
Cause you didn't really think that one through, did you?
The part that kind of bummed me out, was, at the finale, at the final, episode, I guess. I had collected all of the main spatulas, the story spatulas, but in the game, you also have, you have to collect all of the Patrick socks, and there are, I think, 80 Patrick socks, so for every 10 socks, you get a golden spatula, so I had to go through all the different areas looking for more Patrick socks, and then I had to, and this is the really annoying part, Mr. Krabs, had some golden spatulas, but you have to pay him the game currency, shiny objects. And it gets like more and more expensive each time, and I spend so long, like, joylessly grinding to get that, to get like enough to pay him off, and like during that segment of just me like collecting socks and getting shiny objects, I was not having as much fun. It was only when like I went up to Patrick and I went up to Mr. Krab and I just paid them off and gotten all of those spatulas at once, and then suddenly I had to draw 16 Squidwards in a row. That it became more exciting, and it's like, maybe I don't like gaming as much as I do like not gaming when I stream.
Wow. Let me play video games. I like not gaming more than gaming. Let me game.
That's kind of where I'm at right now, where it's like I'm trying to like figure out my own style, and I don't know what works for me, because right now, like you jokingly said, I like the prospect of like not of doing something like supplementary to the game more than the actual game, because during the actual game, all I'm doing is I'm being like really, I'm just feeling like really worried about myself and like how I'm doing like during the stream and everything, and it's just, I just feel like vulnerable.
Yeah, if you're just gonna play a game, you gotta have the character for it. Like Random's got that. That's his thing. He's got that down.
Yeah.
But you just gotta find your thing. That's all.
Yeah, honestly.
Again,
and Wash, I will say, we are 2 totally different streamers because of it. But, yeah, you just gotta find what you're looking for. If weird, out-of-the-box stuff is your thing, you just gotta get more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Because I will say, streaming is not something you get comfortable at day one. The only reason I had somewhat of advantages when people were like, wow, you're actually pretty decent at this, is because of acting.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's huge.
Both of you have acting background.
And technically, so do you too.
Well,
just not as much.
That's the thing. Not nearly as much. And it's been a very long time since I've actually acted in anything. I guess I just prefer like I like planning my stuff out just enough that I can just kind of like improvise off of it. But when I'm just having a game, when I'm just playing Super Mario Galaxy, like, how do I make this funny? I don't know.
I play as Luigi.
That's literally all I got right now. I play as Luigi.
The thing is,
Go ahead.
Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
Go on. I thought you were going to say something else. Go on.
No. I was just gonna say, like, all I have for Mario Galaxy, I did this recording. All I got right now was that I'm playing the Luigi section because I've never completed the Luigi section of Mario Galaxy before, and trying to get like all 120 stars. And I originally had an idea in mind. For what I was gonna do when I collected, kind of like Battle for Bikini Bottom. I originally had an idea, but I just started playing the game, and then like I'm already like far enough in that like okay, that idea isn't gonna happen anymore. So, I'll put I'm not gonna say what it is, so I'm just gonna put a pin on it for now because I still like the idea a lot. It's just it's just like drawing 100 Squidwards. I'm not gonna go to that length where I have to draw something or make something for every 120 stars. But I do have a really fun idea for something similar to that. But I'm just gonna I'll zip my lips for now. Random, you were saying something.
I was. I forgot what it was, but now hold on.
All right. Well, while you remember it, this is a shot. This is just a complete shot, but I mean, pretty much what you were doing with the Squidwards is just a variation of this. Have you ever thought about doing challenge runs?
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean,
that's a very good idea, and I do have like on my note app of choice, I do have a separate note that's just for streaming ideas. So I'm looking at them right now, and I have I have a section for the game that I want to play plus a bit that I want to do with that. I'm just looking through for. So I have one, and I did this. I did this one recently, so it's not going to be much of a spoiler. I downloaded the game Turbo Dismount, which is essentially like a physics simulation game where you're like crashing cars and just seeing what happens with the chaos. And when you play the game, when you play the game, it runs the simulation, and then it does a replay with it, and you can control the speed of that replay and just like watch the chaos unfold slowly. And so I turned that into, it's a film noir gaming stream where I'm a private detective, and this is a forensic investigation of this horrifying day in the town of Turbo Town.
Turbo Town.
the town of Turbo Town.
The town of the city of Townville.
Town of Turbo Town. Town of Turbo Town sounds like Town from Random's Animal Crossing video.
Oh my god, I was gonna say that, but also I didn't want to make it all about me.
Let's make it about me.
Yeah, you did. Don't lie to yourself.
Okay, I'm a narcissist, alright?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not that much.
But
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
But there are times where my ego does get a little too huge for my britches.
But yeah, I'm sorry. But like KirbyFan was saying, like challenge runs, absolutely, because I have a bit. I
don't even have to
list
think
of
them
games
yourself. You know me, I can think of them for you.
Yeah, and there's even like
yeah. You know what? Like honestly, do hit me up with them because I have a list of games that I've wanted to play, and I just haven't thought up of I've wanted to play the Sly Cooper series. Because I'm a big fan of the Sly Cooper series, I just haven't figured out.
There's a lot of challenge potential with Sly Cooper.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry, Sly Cooper 2 and 3.
Yeah, 2 and 3. Don't do one. Don't do one.
I might do one just as a study for it because I'm not a fan of Sly Cooper.
You could do a no horseshoe challenge.
Oh well, I mean the easiest challenge run for Sly 1 is can you beat the game?
Yeah, honestly.
I've beaten the game a couple
pain
times.
in the ass.
It's not that. It's not that.
Yeah, well,
It
oh my, you
sucks.
see, you're doing it already. You're doing it already, Watch. I'm
Yeah, there you go.
Thank
did
you. Thank you.
Because that is a challenge, Sly 1.
Sly One's not
Sly
very good.
1. Sly 1 isn't okay. I'm not a fan of Sly 1. It's not that bad.
It feels like the game didn't know what it wanted to be,
Yeah.
so it tried to be every other
Yeah,
platform.
exactly.
And it's like a kid trying to be a teenager. It just tries to fit in, tries to do something that everyone else does, but it just falls flat on his face. It's not till he gets through the growing pains of being mature, where he develops his own identity, or their own identity, rather, that they finally like, oh, this is something new, this is something fun, this is something Sly Cooper.
Yeah, the 3 playable characters, that changed everything.
What?
3 playable characters, that changed everything.
The three characters,
Portable.
the hub world where you can interact in. Either way, the 3 characters, the hub world,
Yeah.
the fact that like you can interact with the hub world and do different missions, GTA style.
Oh God, that stuff.
It was a major change from Sly 1, which was just basically a platformer. Every other it was Crash Bandicoot. It was
You could see like some semblance of it where like because they knew about they had the thief thing, and they knew
they have the thief mechanics.
Yeah, and they were getting somewhere close with like stealth, but they didn't figure out much beyond that. So like the alarm systems aren't actually alarmed. It's just that like if you step on a laser, the laser turns into like red lasers, so they hurt you, which is it's not stealth. It's just platforming.
With 2 and 3, you actually have to act so. It's actually easier if you don't get caught, or if you sneak up them from behind. Stealth matters in 2 and 3.
It makes you feel like a thief. Where you're like sneaking around, jumping on rooftops, like the rooftop mechanic. That is kind of
It really makes you feel like you're Batman.
Yeah,
honestly.
It's and
Hope you know I said that as a joke though.
You said that as a
Yes, I
joke,
know.
but it is very and it's an appropriate comparison, I would say.
It is, honestly. It really is. It's a good game. I forgot what I was going to say entirely.
I'm going to make podcast history. I am being summoned to play in a Smash tournament. So while we're talking, I'm going to move my mic and I'm going to play Smash while we're doing this podcast.
Good luck.
Post-editing, I am going to hate myself.
How dare they put me through so much trouble?
Yeah. Okay. So
sorry about that.
Random and I were talking about Sly Cooper. I don't know.
I heard the conversation. Don't worry.
Okay.
You can hear it?
You're like stepping away from the
right.
microphone.
I know. I have to shout really loud.
It's alright. Either way, so Sly Cooper is great.
Yeah. Do you wish?
Sly 1, meh.
Yeah,
Sly 2,
Yeah.
great. Probably my favorite. Sly 3 is probably. I don't know which one's my
I
favorite.
was gonna ask you which one
It's either
is
2 or
your
3.
favorite. Yeah.
It's either 2 or 3. I really don't know.
2 is more difficult.
Yes. And I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, coming back to it, it gets really difficult to play, especially the level in, I believe it's in India, where you're fighting against
with Rajan. I mean Rajan.
Rajan.
This isn't Pixarspective random.
I had to. I'm sorry, Rajan. God, if I ever review Sly Cooper, I have to make that joke.
But yeah, I remember that one being really, that one was like very difficult, and I think they like softened the difficulty in the third game, and it doesn't get like really difficult until the final area where, oh good God.
And even then, it's not that bad.
The part that I hate, hate is a strong term, but it's a very weak section, is where you play as Dimitri.
Ooh, that felt rushed.
That was not only was
it
rushed, but it was very poorly set up because you only play as Dimitri once in the pirate area.
Twice.
No, that's the thing. You play him once in the pirate area, and then you have to play him again in this very confusing like tunnel system where you have all these crab going at you, and you just keep dying and dying and dying. Thank God there were no like lives in Fly 203 because like that would have caused so many game overs. It was so difficult.
Oh my God.
Because it's just brand new control to you. Like you've only played it once, and suddenly you have to be like perfect at it.
And for a person who's been in the game since the beginning of the game, like literally the first mission you see Dimitri, you think, hey, we should, if he's a playable character, we should probably use him more than that, because Kirby fans gonna know what I say when I say this. Dimitri got Haru'd, and
God, I know exactly what you're talking about. The funny thing is, you're talking about Dimitri, and that's making me think of Three Houses because one of the main lords in that game is named Dimitri, and I'm a big fan of Dimitri. He's not my favorite of the three main lords, but I'm a big fan.
But either way, that was probably my one complaint about that game. They had a lot of characters to play as.
Yeah.
But they were certainly not equal.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Are you talking about Slide 3 now?
Yeah, so we're talking about 3.
Yeah.
So, because I'm trying to figure out if I like 2 or 3 more.
This is when you play enough platformers, you kind of start noticing trends. And with 3D platformers, I noticed this a lot. The first game is the basis. The second game has the most polish. The third game tries to innovate.
Yeah.
Crash, Spyro, Sly...
Mario.
A lot of platformers do this.
Heck, yeah, Mario probably did that too. Mario Odyssey was a huge innovation.
Yeah.
But even then, it's not really the third, it's more the fourth.
No, I'd say Odyssey was the third.
Like
if we look at Mario, we look at 64 Sunshine and Odyssey,
Galaxy.
That works, but Sunshine,
what about
Sunshine
Galaxy,
was
though?
not polished.
No. If anything, Galaxy was probably
Yeah,
polished.
but it's a different kind of 3D game than... It's a different kind of game.
Yeah. They're all different.
Nintendo put out a chart before Odyssey came out where they had the Galaxy games and the 3D game, like 3D Land, 3D World, those games, they had them together, and then in something separate, they had 64 Sunshine and Odyssey. And that's the way that I see it.
Oh, yeah, I see
sense,
that.
Although, as you said, Sunshine wasn't polished. But let me finish talking about Slide 2 and 3 first. Yeah. Slide 3, they definitely tried to innovate, but again, their way of innovation was more characters.
Mm-hmm.
Quantity over quality.
It's the same thing with Spyro. Spyro was the exact same way.
Same thing, yes.
I haven't played the Spyro game, so I know that's your wheelhouse.
They added 4 new characters.
Okay.
One that didn't arrive until the last hub.
Yeah, the monkey, Agent 007 or something.
They do make levels for him in the previous hub worlds though that are just like, oh, you can't access him yet. So I wouldn't call him getting Haru'd, or in your case, Wash getting Dimitri. But he still, it was one complaint I had was with Spyro 3 was that the characters felt tacked on, and like it's a game, and they didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
they didn't know what to do. Which, to be true, that's exactly it. They didn't know what to do with Slide 3. And Spyro 3.
It also felt like they didn't have as many ideas for maybe okay, that might be pretty harsh, but I'm just thinking about the decision of making the Panda King join their side. Especially like when you go back to Sly 1, like the Panda King blew up an entire village. Like he murdered so many people, and we're made like we're gonna make him like sympathetic. Like Dimitri, it's just so cocky. He's kind of like Syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, no Pixarspective.
So it makes sense for him, and he didn't like. He was. If anything, he was the most tame of the Claw gang in the Sly 2. So
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, throw him in. Why not? He's fun.
Yeah.
he should have been in Sly 2 more.
Absolutely.
Honestly, he should have been in Sly 2 more. But but yeah, you do bring up a good point. I mean, they probably were like, let's have someone from the original game come back.
Yeah.
In that regard, if you had to choose between the 4, Panda King probably is the most logical, because the frog is a frog. Mugshot does technically come back, but she's not as a playable character. And Miss Ruby is...
Oh God, Miss Ruby. Okay. Oh my fucking God, Miss Ruby.
We all hated that one.
And playing Miss Ruby in the HD remix is nearly... It's
impossible.
Oh my fucking God, the timing in that is...
It's off!
It's
They
so
just not-
bad!
They just not fix anything?
No, it's totally off with the music.
Like, I think,
God.
I'm pretty sure it's worse than it was in the original game.
Oh, that's
in
terrible.
the original game, I could do it. In the original PS2 game, I could do it perfectly. Hands down, nonstop. I could do it without getting hit once. That's how much I practiced it. But
you kinda had
when
to.
I remember playing it at Wash's house, and like, this is off. This is completely off, and I just kept dying because of it. And I'm like,
Yeah!
something's wrong.
Yeah, that sounds like I think Parappa, the PS4 version, has that problem too.
Oh, does
Parappa
it?
the Rappa.
Damn.
Oh, that's
I
so
want to play
unfortunate.
Parappa.
That's so unfortunate.
I know.
I want
love
them
Parappa.
to bring back. I want them to bring because I know the original Parappa on the PlayStation 1 is you can download that, but I want to I want them to bring back like Parappa 2 because I really love the
Yeah.
the
Oh God,
soundtrack of-
Parappa 2, so good. That game is criminally underrated.
Yeah,
I never played Parappa 1.
I never
so-
played either of the games, but I know I've watched it through like walkthroughs and I listened to the soundtrack. It is so, especially the second game where they start bringing in more like funk music to it, and it's so much fun to listen to.
Honestly, if I owned it, I probably would have reviewed Parappa for non-Tendo November. Honestly, instead of what I'm planning now.
Yeah. Well,
Instead of what I'm playing now.
Probably by the time this episode comes out, your Nintendo November will already finish.
It'll be over.
Yeah.
It'll be over. So I guess I could say what it is. I could say what the games are.
What's it-
Although I'm still torn between one thing and another thing.
What are your things and other things?
Your things and
well-
other things.
My things and other things. I'm reviewing Shadow of the Colossus, which is definite. It's almost
Oh
done.
man.
I want to play that. Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry
own
for
that
your
too,
loss.
and I still haven't played it.
You try it yourself, but I did not like it.
Oh.
I did not like it as I did, or rather, not that I didn't like it. I think it was too hyped. I think it was too overhyped.
Interesting.
Like there were some things I enjoyed about it. Like the atmosphere is great, the story is very cryptic and very good, but getting to a Colossus is so boring.
Yeah,
That-
no,
and-
I fully agree.
And the controls and camera are so weird. It feels like they focus too much on the artistic aspect and less on the gameplay.
Exactly,
and
that's the
controls.
same way I feel.
That's
yeah.
and it's if they were made tighter. I'm not sure if it's like that in the PS2 version. It could be better. I don't know. But in the PS4 remake, that's how I felt. Next one's gonna be Stanley Parable.
Good. I love
Yes! Oh my God! I'm
Yeah,
in.
I'm so excited for that one.
They're doing a.
I haven't started that one yet but that one's gonna take me less time to do.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah, because you're
That's
already
gonna
very
take me a
familiar
day to
with the
get
game.
footage. Yeah, so I could write the script now if I really wanted to of my thoughts, but I'm gonna replay it again, get the footage.
Yeah.
Third one is gonna be weird because it's originally I had Oregon Trail, but I don't know if I have enough time to do a game, so I kind of want to do a review where I just take a look at the Sega commercials.
Sanchiro.
Sagata Sanshiro commercials and just joke about them for a video. Because it is Sega.
And you don't have any like Sega games.
No, I don't. But it would be a quick video. It would just be me reacting to them. The script would write itself.
The script
It's
would
only a couple
literally
short
write
commercials.
itself.
Yeah.
You could just like
So it would be
your episode could just be like playing.
And it would be
the
a quick
commercials.
one.
Yeah.
And it'd be a quick one that like what I could get done in like half a week. So that one, and that would help me catch up for the next review, which is something I went with KirbyFan to get at a game store we go to frequently.
Oh, I can't wait for
just
this
saw
one.
this game, and I saw something that reminded me of middle school, that negative middle school memory.
What's going on?
And I also have another eShop games video planned.
Yeah. Oh, I love that was
so much
That's your
fun.
best video, I think.
Yeah,
Your eShop one?
I feel like that one, like those videos, those kind of those fit your sensibility best because you're we joke a lot about like your narcissism. And partly yes, but also you're very like you care a lot about like showing like different, just showing like cool stuff, and just you just have a very positive energy, and like showing like games that are for cheap and that don't get a lot of attention. It's really like it's really charming. Especially
It's really fun.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
'Cause I was expecting to hate the majority of the games, but some really impressed me.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm so
Clock
glad.
Simulator was interesting.
Clock Simulator.
I was gonna say that.
That was a highlight.
Because this has to be for, it can't be just me, but like, I would see Clock Simulator so many times on the Wii, on the Wii,
Same
on the Switch,
on the
eShop.
Wii U eShop.
on the Wii U eShop.
Yeah. That's why I picked it. I kept seeing it on the eShop, and I was like, "What is Clock Simulator?
Yeah.
What is Clock Simulator?
And-
how is Clock Simulator?"
Yeah, you say that, but you actually mean it this time.
You stream Clock Simulator
I
for
did stream
5
Clock
minutes.
Simulator for a bit as a joke.
And honestly, that was an amazing
last
stream
word.
just to watch it. It's because it was just so
Hey,
oddball.
if you want to do a challenge run, Clock Simulator.
Oh my god, I'm writing that down.
No, I was kidding. All right, do it.
Yeah, honestly,
it's
I'll.
19 cents.
I mean, I've had interest in Clock Simulator for a while. After Random's video, it just peaked. Now I really want it. So,
honest.
so we'll see.
What other games? I think there was only 1 or 2 games I didn't like, and when reviewing 10 of them, that's amazing. Because there's a lot I remember too. There's Clock Simulator is the one I remember the most. There was the one with the pelican.
The Pelican. Oh my god, that was another
my
standout.
God damn! Just the fact that
I'm not going to say it's never going to be topped because I could definitely think of ways you could top it, but as of right now, that's your best video. Easy, in my opinion.
Well, thank you. We'll see. Hopefully, I can top it. Hopefully, I haven't reached my peak in less than 6 months into my YouTube channel.
You definitely haven't reached your peak. Don't worry about that. It's just that
no.
that one in particular is very strong because, like I said, it just fits your style and your sensibility the best. And I feel like videos like that, I think it's going to be your wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it more than once. That's why it's not a one and done deal, because I'm like, ooh, this is fun. I'm going to make a series out of this. Because there's a ton of games for the eShop, where literally if I wanted to do a whole channel just covering these types of videos, which I'm not going to do because I want to review all sorts of games. But if I want to just be like, yo, we're just going to review small eShop games from now on in these little bundle videos every month, I could do that if I wanted to. Yeah. But because there's so much games on the Switch, so much games for cheap, so much indie games, so much middle tier games, so much not much middle tier games, so much AAA games, so much anime games. I wanted to do a whole anime month, honestly.
Well, that would actually be kind of interesting because you're not really an expert on that topic.
No, I'm not. But that would be fun. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of anime, that's
Are you talking about our podcast again?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's our next podcast.
So my match just finished in the tournament. It was fast. So I'm gonna bring everything back into the good room. I'm gonna hate myself post editing.
Did you win?
Of course, expect nothing less.
Nice. What were we talking about?
Anime.
We were talking about the anime podcast.
Anime.
We decided to do anime because one, Kirby fan loves it.
I do. I talk about how much I hate it all the time, but I love it.
And two, I was always
Of course,
not really
of course, we got to make this about you, Random.
I mean, I don't know about yes, of course. I don't know about you, Wash, but I was reluctant with anime for the longest time. Just because I guess it got a bad rep.
I do want to talk about like how I got into anime, like how that whole process went, and what what
I
I think
know you were actually
because
reluctant
there's an
too, right?
age-old argument of anime or cartoons. I'm not even going to say debate because it's just kind of a petty argument, but people argue about the topic a lot, and I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of good arguments for both sides. Really, long story short, as far as that argument is concerned, it all comes down to just personal preference. My personal preference still leans towards cartoons, kind of always has, always will, but they're both great art forms, and that's really what matters.
Yeah. But how'd you get into anime?
Oh God.
Are you saving that for the podcast?
That's a good idea. I'll save that for the podcast, actually.
Okay.
But I will.
And I'll save my thoughts for the podcast.
Yeah.
I'll say is that it was a long time coming. I've been into cartoons since I was a kid. Anime, it wasn't until I was about 18 that I got into it. I was very late to the party. I kind of wish I had started watching earlier, because a lot of the things that because this is the thing. A lot of things that frustrate me about cartoons, I really like about anime, but a lot of things that really frustrate me about anime, I really like in cartoons. So I really kind of wish that I had gotten into anime earlier.
Oh, like, are you talking about like with the difference between anime and Western animation?
Yeah, there's a lot of differences, but it's also really funny because, especially nowadays, there's a lot of inspiration on both sides. You see a lot more Western influence in anime, and you see a lot more anime influence in cartoons, and just Western culture, honestly.
There's one particular show that Kirby Fan and I watch where literally there's an ending screen now to that show, and we were like, "Oh my god, it's anime!"
It was anime the first time. That show is anime from the very beginning when she had the magical girl transformation. That was
that's very true.
That
whole
I
theme
think
song
I know
is
what
anime.
show you're talking about, but instead I'm gonna spin this over into Steven Universe because
that show's anime too.
Well, time to leave. I can't spoil it. Let me know when you're done talking.
I'm not gonna go into spoilers, of course, but that show goes like crazy in the anime. There is a blunt. I'll just say a blunt reference to Neon Genesis Evangelion. I've never watched the anime, and even I caught it. Like, it's so obvious of a reference.
I think my favorite anime reference in a cartoon would have to be one of two things. Of course, I got to talk about Gumball.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Whatever anime reference you want to pick for Gumball, that's fine. That show referenced anime every other freaking episode. But one that I specifically really, really love, it's Evangelion again. Do either of you know about the elevator scene in Evangelion?
No.
I don't think. Oh wait, is it the? Oh no, I think I'm thinking of a Satoshi Kon movie.
It's not impressive. It's literally just they're standing in the elevator and like that's it, and it goes on for like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So that's the elevator scene, and of all the shows to reference it, this is kind of. I mean, it wasn't very long lasting because the show got canceled, but this kind of became my favorite once Gumball ended. My favorite currently airing show. OKKO references this. Of all the shows, the action-packed OKKO has like 30 seconds where they're just standing in an elevator not doing anything, and it's really funny.
Oh my god, OKKO, rest in peace. Oh.
Rest in peace, man. Oh my god.
That show shouldn't have gone.
No, and they had so much more than 3 seasons. And those 3 seasons were excellent, don't get me wrong, but that's so much more
in
in them.
They had Sonic in the show.
They did, and that was the thing. That was the thing. Like, when the Sonic announcement came out, that was when the creator Ian J. Q, that was when he announced the show is not going to be it's not going to have another season, and everybody was like, wait, what? Like, they honestly thought that he misspoke. Like, they couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and like I mean, where do you go
It's
from
almost
Sonic?
like the
Cancellation.
Cartoon Network doesn't know what they're doing. It's almost as if Cartoon Network doesn't know what they're doing.
What an idea.
It's almost like none of the cable channels know what they're doing because they still can't figure out the internet.
Yeah.
Like Cartoon Network, it's just trying to like put people to the app at this point. There's just not a whole lot of reason to
Watch cable.
To watch the cable. Just go download the app and bug your parents and get a Time Warner subscription or whatever.
Yeah.
Time Warner.
If you literally watch Cartoon Network, it's just Teen Titans Go. It's just Teen Titans Go.
Oh yeah, it's not even Time Warner anymore. It's AT&T Warner. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah. Either way, that got depressing.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking about Teen Titans Go.
So all right, we've talked about anime, we've talked about cartoons, we've talked about games. Do we have other hobbies?
Well, those are a lot of hobbies.
And don't say Pixar movies.
Well, movies in general, really. I don't really.
Yeah,
watch.
I'm not a movie buff.
And we also talked about content creating as a hobby. So
Oh
we can't
yeah,
do
that's
that
true.
again.
That's true. That was a nice discussion. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do movies in general, but that's also sort of cheating.
Yeah, I'm not a movie buff. I'm really not.
I collect figures, but no one else really.
I
does.
collect figures. we collect two different kinds of figures, buddy.
Yeah, you collect.
I collect anime figures.
Anime figures.
Anime and Kirby. I have a lot of Kirby. I have a lot of Kirby in my house.
I have the Fire Emblem amiibo. That counts.
There's an official Ike plush. I want it so bad. I love Ike.
Oh my god.
Like I'm hopelessly in love with Ike.
I don't have the next amiibo pre-ordered yet, and it's bugging the shit out of me.
You gotta get Crom.
I know.
The only amiibos I have, and the only reason I have a Dr. Mario right in front of me, a Dr. Mario amiibo, and I forgot her name. One of the Beverly sisters from Animal Crossing.
Beverly?
Do you
mean the
Able sisters?
Oh, Abel!
Where the fuck did Beverly?
I don't know where I got Beverly from. I have no idea where I got Beverly from.
I think Mabel you have.
I think I have Mabel.
Because Sable doesn't have an amiibo.
Yeah, it's Mabel, Abel, and Janine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I have Dr. Mario and Mabel Abel. And the only reason I have those two is because when I went shopping and I saw that both of these were on sale for like really cheap, way cheaper than Wario or any of the ones that people actually want. So I just picked them up. But I do genuinely like. I'm a big fan of Dr. Mario, and I'm a huge fan of Animal Crossing. I can't wait for the Switch port.
New Horizons gonna be so good.
If we have Mabel and we have Abel, can we get cable?
No.
Speaking of cable, Cartoon Network.
No.
Can we get Fable?
We're on the top. I want to talk about Amiibo.
Can we get Table? Can we get Table?
What about? Wait, what about a horse in a stable?
What a name! Hi, I'm Mabel. Hi, I'm Abel. Hi, I'm horse in a stable.
Hi, I'm Bull on a table.
Hey, you don't gotta label me.
Oh, label. That's a good one.
That's actually the name of one.
Is it?
That's actually the name
Is
of
it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the third one.
It's the name of the one introduced in City Folk, but it becomes more of a thing. It becomes more developed.
New Leaf, yeah. As most things that City Folk did were.
Yeah, I don't like City Folk that much.
Yeah, you know. Well, Random knows I don't either. I guess Wash doesn't.
Yeah. Kirby fan, we share more similar opinions than I thought we would about games.
Yeah, it's mostly when we get to Kirby that things kind of start to differ.
I mean,
talk about Kirby.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
I want to keep talking about Amiibo.
You know what? If you want to listen to me talk about Kirby, watch the copyability spotlights. I put a lot of work into those. Fantastic
series too.
Thank you.
That's mine.
I'm very proud of. if I had to pick a video I'm the most proud of, I gotta lean to the Return to Dreamland one because it was my first. But as like a series I'm the most proud of, I really like how the copyability spotlights are turning out. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of research and a lot of having to Google Translate stuff and pick apart what the Japanese are trying to say. But
that's awesome. I'm trying to figure out what video I would be most proud of. You say my best one is the Nintendo eShop one, which is, I agree. I think I'm most proud of I need to look through these.
Can I say that the best, I don't even know whether to call it a gag or not, but the best, I'll say gag for now, in your videos was the one that spread over multiple, which was you trying to open the jar, it wouldn't open, and then after playing Ring Fit, you could get it open. You weren't there, and we weren't talking to each other, but I like screamed when you got that open. I was so proud of you.
It's like a stupid fun thing about that jar was something I made in college, and there was like there was a stress. No, it was like that. There's some sand inside the jar.
Oh,
and
okay.
There was a stress less event in college, and they were like, "Here, just make a sand bottle or whatever the fuck it's called." and I was just like, "Yeah, I'll put a cork in it." And then, funny thing is, the original Demon's Crest skit, I was just going to like maybe I was just going to be like, "Oh, here's the bottle. It's going to reveal some demon magic. Open it," and then I was going to do some weird effect. But I legit couldn't get it open.
I've heard this before. This is a great story.
And I was like, why can't I get this open? And then I was like, you know what? Work with it. And so I worked with it. And then I was like, how the hell am I going to end this? Oh my god!
I remember talking to you while you were working on Ring Fit Adventure, and I was just kind of like, are you going to open the jar at the end? And your response was legitimately, I don't know. Like the script writing process would have had to go 2 different ways depending on whether or not you could open it.
But no, I did. And I was like, oh my god! Like, part of that is me actually, like, in half surprised. Because I'm like, oh my god, I did it. Oh god. But I'm actually really proud of how Ring Fit Adventure turned out.
That was a very good video too. I like that one a whole lot.
Yeah.
I have a question.
You know what I really like about your videos, Random? I can tell when you're playing a game and you really don't like it, especially because you vent to me about it. So I can tell when you don't like it, but no matter what, you always try to leave it positive. Even Shaq Fu of all things, you left positive. That blew my mind. You were like, I don't like it, but it's not all bad. It's got this.
You might be like, how I wrote the Shadow Colossus review. It's going to be a little bit rough. I mean, I do talk about some positive points about Shadow of the Colossus, but there's points where I'm like, if it's great for you, if you experience as a kid or you want to experience it completely blind, go for it. But for me, it's not going to work. So that's.
I think what I really liked about you. What I really liked about your Ring Fit video is that I could tell that you were genuinely really into fitness games, and and you actually talked a lot about like some of the problems that you tend to have with fitness games and how it and how it compares with Ring Fit, and it's like a unique perspective.
Because I love the idea, I love the concept of fitness games, but they just are, most of them are terrible or boring after the first week. And, cause I love working out, but I hate working out. Because
I know what you mean, but
I love gaming, but I hate gaming.
Gaming. Cause when you work out, you feel great. You feel on top of the world. You feel energetic. I did a 10-minute workout of Ring Fit, and that pushed my limits, and it was so good afterwards. But 1, starting working out is the worst because you don't want to do it. 2, some of it is just very repetitive because it's just repetitive exercising. Now you're working for a goal that seems nearly unattainable. 3, you don't want to go to the gym because I hate going to the gym. I hate it. I hate the gym so much. Yeah, you pay minimum of $10 a month for some places, and even more in other places, and for what? To just do some exercise machines, run on a treadmill, drive somewhere where people are going to be judging you,
drive somewhere. I know you had more to say after that, but what my mind registered was just drive somewhere and nothing else after that really clicked.
You know what I hate? Driving.
No, you're absolutely right. I don't mean to diminish what you say,
But driving?
Driving? Ugh.
Well, to be fair, I hate using gas anywhere I can. So
Yeah.
especially when I don't get a paycheck until the end of the month. So I'm like, I don't like going out.
Yeah, you still have 2.5 weeks.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to.
But
I'm so close.
I can tell you from experience.
Thankfully, I got all the vacation time I needed, so I have enough to pay everything, like all bills. So I'm good
That's
there.
very nice.
But it's still going to be rough. It's still going to be rough. Not impossible, but rough. And also I can't get any of the games that are coming out, like Sword and Shield. That's half the reason why I'm doing Nintendo November, or non-Nintendo November, is because I'm playing games that aren't Nintendo that I own. That I don't have to buy. That's why I'm not getting that's not why I'm not covering Sword and Shield. Also, why I'm taking my time with Luigi's Mansion 3, because I'm probably going to review that next Halloween. Just because it just would feel rushed if I didn't.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
I would feel if I did it now, it would be rushed.
Well, when do you think you're going to do the first game?
Actually, that's a good point.
You
could definitely try to do like.
You did. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I did review the first game.
Yeah.
And the second game when I get a 3DS capture card. So
oh yeah, that's true. I was like, oh yeah, you can borrow my copy, but you probably have it.
You could, and you could also like just to get like the footage of it, you can use like emulation.
Don't go down this road, Wash. I've tried many times.
Really?
I hate emulation. I don't want to emulate. I'd rather buy a whole expensive capture card than
I'm just saying for footage. Like play the game on the actual console, but when you need footage for your review, just use.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
I've tried. I have literally told him that it is perfectly fine and not illegal, and he still doesn't listen.
I don't like emulating on consoles. I'm literally buying a Nintendo 64 HDMI adapter because when I get the money for it, because one, it produces Nintendo 64 clips in HD, which is awesome, and two, I'll just have to plug it into my Nintendo 64, and then it'll be good. And I can review Snowboard Kids too.
Why not? Oh, that's right. Why not use your camcorder? Do a Let's Play.
No. Saving that for April Fool's Day.
I was gonna suggest it. Technically, it's not emulation. It's just pirating. It is since you still have your Wii with you, use the make it play. You can set it up so you can play all of those now long gone WiiWare games like Mario 64 and Super Mario RPG and it was. The Homestar Runner Telltale
Homestar
game.
Runner would be probably
Strong Bad's
that
cool.
would probably
Cool, awesome game for attractive people.
Yeah.
That I would probably need. I have Mario. I could get Mario 64, which in many different consoles I own, and I already have Super Mario RPG. Not all. It's probably going to be an SNES Online, and I definitely have the SNES Classic for it. So, I got Mario RPG.
Okay.
Because I have an SNES Classic, so that has me covered.
Oh,
I'm good with that. I'm good with SNES games.
I would be very
Except for the
curious
rare
to.
ones.
I would be because I honestly, aside from Mario 64 DS, I haven't played Super Mario 64, and I'm very curious.
Funny thing is, neither have I.
Yeah, and I'm very curious to see how it holds up. Because I've now played. Let's see. The only Mario platformers I haven't played yet have been the 3D series. And also I guess you can count the new Super Mario Brothers like 2 or whatever. But I'm not that interested in them because
if you're gonna play any of them, just
games.
Play the DS original if you're gonna play any of them.
Honestly,
exactly.
Yeah.
I brought it with me anyway, and it's like it's fine. And all of them have just gone through the same formula. Like when you played one of them, you played them all. So, but like I played Mario Sunshine. I have played Galaxy 2, and Mario Odyssey, and they all have their different like strengths and weaknesses. And I'm really curious about Mario 64, especially, and I was talking with Random about this earlier, ROM hacks. There are so many Mario 64 ROM hacks. And all of them are like incredibly creative.
I want to give them a look.
Like I was telling Random.
I have a video to show you, Wash. It's about Mario 64 ROM hacks.
Okay.
I have a question for when you're done with that. We talked about our video we're most proud of. What is the video that we don't like that we made?
That is such a good question.
Same goes for you, Wash. If there's anything that you made that you don't like.
Random.
Oh, God.
Random. I know the answer for you. It's Rain Time.
Yes, but I mean, like out of the reviews.
I like to joke with Random a lot because his most viewed video is just a random thing that he put together, and it's his most viewed video. So I always tease him about it.
It's 8.6K views. I was going to say Tetris 99 is probably my worst review, but now I can definitely say it's Fitness Boxing, hands down.
I can actually understand and kind of even agree with that, just because
it's the worst. It's the first one, so it's the worst quality. Lacks a lot of humor and style it has now, and I don't agree with the game opinions anymore because of Ring Fit Adventure.
Okay,
and just how it's aged.
Before I get to the one that I'm the least proud of, so when Kirby Superstar Ultra's anniversary happened, I uploaded a really short, really stupid video about a happy birthday about it because I love it. It's my favorite game of all time. So I just uploaded a really stupid video, and I was looking through my videos, and I got to that one, and I just got really happy because I really like how it turned out.
Oh yay! It's cool.
When the Discord notification went off, it wasn't supposed to go off. So I just remember saying, "It's Discord, but it's not Kirby. Who cares?" And that's a good reflection of my life.
Nice. All right. And I'm glad though. I'm glad that came out as well as
the why you should watch that I did for Persona 3's opening. I did not like how that one turned out.
Really?
I do not like how that one turned out. There's that one, and there's one other one. What was it? The Challenge Run Ideas video I had for Three Houses. It's a 8-minute video. In the first 4 minutes, I'm talking about Kirby in it. So I'm not happy with how that one turned out. And the Persona 3 opening video, the audio was really weird on that one. I kind of went back and forth talking about why one opening was good and one wasn't. Some editing, some really amateur editing in there. Like, there's one part where I did a joke and the background had to change, and it's just like a solid blue for the background. It looks really bad. I agree. I at least agree with what I stand by what I said in the video. It's just really poorly put together. And the Three Houses video just had to be more about Fire Emblem. So those would be my two nominations. Pretty much every other video, I'm okay with how it turned out. I mean, I'm in a unique position where the videos that I upload, like, they don't have to be great so long as the ideas are good enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, I made a Mario Maker 2 video where it was just Kirby Superstar Spring Breeze, and I was just kind of like, all right, well, this is what happens here, and this is what happens here, but it wasn't entertaining necessarily, but it was still Spring Breeze being recreated in Mario Maker. That's inherently interesting.
I honestly, that was part of what I really liked about that was just that it was just a different take on Mario Maker that at least I hadn't seen before. It's like a nice little idea to take a non-Mario game.
I really like the thumbnail for that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Like, the thumbnail that has the number one place in my heart, it isn't even for Kirby, it was the Sonic Generations one that I just made. Yeah, that one is cursed.
That's a good one.
I'm actually super happy with how that video turned out too. The Sonic one, I really like how that one came out.
Wash, is there anything video-wise or anything that you made?
I'm looking through because for those of you at home, I am the Wash _ on Twist, but right now my main channel is under my artist name Frank Zippy. That's Frank Zappa, but with I's instead of A's. And I'm looking through my YouTube channel, and to be honest, like I don't post nearly as often as you two do. I have in front of me my entire YouTube history, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 18, 20 videos total that I have in front of me right now. And to be honest, I'm looking through this, and I don't think there's anything here that I can say that I hated. Probably the okay, I'm gonna say I'll first say my least, probably it's not least favorite. It's just that like I probably should've. I did one video that was called Cars Minus Cars, which is it's a reference to Garfield minus Garfield, where you just take out Garfield from the comics and you just you just have John Arbuckle being really depressing. And so I just did a thing where I just took the movie Cars and I edited out all the moments with cars in it, but I made my definition broad and just had like no vehicles that are alive. So that also included like the train and the blimp, the Lightyear blimp. And to be honest, I still like that. It's just I should have like looked up first that somebody already did that idea, and they have like thousands of more views than I ever will. But
that you ever will in right now.
Huh?
That you ever will as of right now. More views than you ever will as of right now. You'll get there one day.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure. But my most viewed video right now, it's just it's only got as many views because it's. Wait, what the fuck? Why did that one have so many views? I didn't notice that.
That's how I feel.
Okay, so I was gonna say my most popular one right now is it's from the Wes Anderson film Isle of Dogs. And the backstory of this was that I went to see the film in theaters, and in the post credits, there's this one song called Shinto Shrine that reminded me of a Linkin Park song, and so I just put on YouTube. I made it look like any other like soundtrack video. But like you listen to it and it becomes essentially like a Siva Gunner video where it's the regular song at first and then it's Linkin Park all of a sudden, and like that one just tricks a lot of people, and I occasionally get comments where it's like, this isn't what is this? But what I didn't notice, and I guess this had the exact same issue, was a couple months ago. Just because like the idea just came into my head, I did a thing. I did a thing where I made the Family Guy theme song and turned that into the Oasis song Wonderwall. And I'm looking at it, and somehow I got 1,000 views, and I didn't notice.
That's what happened with my 3 houses video, where I cleared a chapter in one turn. Like, that's all it is. I clear a chapter in one turn, which is actually very easy to do in that game. It has, like, how many specifically? It's over 1,000. I'm gonna look.
The video that I'm the video that I'm most proud of, though, and I really wish that it would get more attention, but also I'm not very good at, like, pitching my own videos, which is why, like, the ones that trick people are the ones that get more views. But the one that I'm most proud of is called Patrick's Song, where I had that in my head, like planned, because I'm such a SpongeBob nerd. I had that like planned out in my head, like each shot, each cut, and like figure out, okay, I'm gonna use this clip from this episode and then this clip from this episode, and all it is, it's just Patrick Star singing "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Oh god!
And all I had, and all the idea I just had at the start was just like the moment in the Smoking Peanut where Patrick says, "I can almost taste it," but I turned that into him saying, "Let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor."
It's so
YouTube
dumb. I like it. Yeah,
honestly, that's my most YouTube poop. And hold on, the only let me check real quick. Yeah, the only comment that I have in the video is somebody said 2008 intensifies.
That's a good comment.
God.
This was amazing.
Yeah,
This was
fun.
amazing. I honestly, if you want to do this again before we get to anime, I wouldn't object.
That's
Oh,
fine.
sure.
Just let me finish the video first, and then I will definitely take it up on that because I need to catch up on this moment.
Yeah.
So
I have the thing
yeah,
to get
so
to,
you Kirby fan, you have fun trying to edit this down.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I'm gonna get to the middle. I'm gonna be like, why did I do this?
Not only that, but also you're gonna be like, how do I cut any of this? Because we didn't have any structure where it's like, okay, now we talk about this, now we talk about this. Everything just kind of like flowed around, like from one topic to another.
I mean, I'm probably gonna do very minimal editing just because that's kind of what this is. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Either way,
in
everybody,
any case-
thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for putting up with me playing Smash.
Yes. Yes, thank you all for watching. This was very fun.
Thank
Go
you
kick
for
some butt.
listening.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Subscribe to our YouTube channels or else.
Yes.
To end
And
this off,
also we're on podcast website.
you know what I just realized? We didn't introduce ourselves at the start.
Oh shoot. Well,
We-
I'm Random Bystander here.
I'm the Wash.
And I'm a Smash player.
All right.
Alright,
Have a
bye
good night.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, animator voice. Haha, this is Pixar after all.
Thank you.